Good evening. Often the media depicts video games as the main source of violent tendencies. They scapegoat the motivators and don't fully understand the concept of video games and their relation to violence. I'm Dimitri Osborne, and this is Nova News. Reporting live from Game in Soho, Marquez Javier tackles this specific issue. Marquez?
Are video games and violence eternally locked together? We'll find this out today, here in London. Essentially, over the years of weak evidence supporting the link between video games and its motivation to craft violent acts has created an atmosphere where it is normal to blame video games for crimes. We mostly see this portrayed in mainstream sources such as the BBC and worried thoughts from the parents, of which their children are playing violent video games. These interpretations are clouded. They fail to understand other factors that may be contributing to violent acts, such as child abuse, where video games play a vital role in numbing this pain. Video games and violence have been a controversial topic among a variety of media sources, such as a Reddit thread or a fully fledged media report like this one. Today we're here in Bond Street and we're across H&B to find out more. To further our investigation, we met up with a psychologist, McAlexandria. We asked her two fundamental questions regarding the link between video games and their relation to violence. This would allow Alexandria to highlight her vital elements within her argument. The second question which we asked was, do you think it's the parents' responsibility to control what their children play? Parents play a significant role in controlling what their children play. Therefore, there's a lot of responsibility placed in their hands.
Do you know, it's very easy to stereotype or categorise the gaming industry and say, oh, violent video games leads to violent behaviour. But that isn't always the case. There are cases, of course, but that isn't always the case. People use video games as a way of escaping. It's an escapism that you can do socially with people all around the world, playing games through that, and it's a fun, entertaining way of spending your time. Or if you want time on your own, in the privacy of your own room, you can go ahead and you can soak into video games. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will promote violent behaviour. People with violent tendencies will tend to go towards one way or another. But if you don't naturally have those tendencies, then you're not going to turn out to be a serial killer just because you're playing a video game. If they're children, absolutely. I mean, children underage need to be monitored. Adults can make their own decisions, but children need to be monitored, which is not only the parents' responsibility, but I think, you know, also in the gaming industry, it's their responsibility as well, which is why you have the ESRB rating on every pack. You'll have it generally at the bottom right-hand corner, or if you turn it over, everything is clearly labelled there, pictorially as well as with letters. So parents need to take some responsibility for what their child's watching, the amount of time that children spend additionally, you know, on the video games is important. Limiting children to an hour a day or something like that would be absolutely fine. But as a parent, if you're going to make your children go onto the video games from morning, afternoon till night, then come on, it's going to cause some problems.
The topic of video games and violence still have to be concluded. If you have any other queries or any questions, please feel free to contact us. Marquez Javier, Bond Street, London.